This is Fox 56 News First at 10.
First at 10 tonight, President Trump signs the so-called Big Beautiful Bill into law. Thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Leedy. It's a big win for the president, who urged congressional Republicans to get it to his desk by Independence Day. The legislation extends President Trump's signature tax cuts and funds much of his agenda.
It's really promises made, promises kept, and we've kept them. This is a triumph of democracy on the birthday of democracy. This is the most popular bill ever signed. And it includes the largest tax cut in American history, the largest spending cut, $1.7 trillion, and yet you won't even notice it. Just waste, fraud, and abuse.
Democrats united against that bill. Vulnerable Republicans worry it could cost them seats at the midterm elections next year. The White House's plans for the 4th of July included that bill signing. They also extended an invite to the B-2 bomber pilots who conducted the strikes in Iran in a show of patriotism and appreciation. As national correspondent Matt Galka explains, the patriotic push comes as more Americans say their pride is at an all-time low.
The president kicked off America's 249th birthday a day early with a victory lap for his signature domestic agenda legislation passed in Congress.
There could be no better birthday present for America than the phenomenal victory we achieved when Congress passed the one big, beautiful bill to make America great again.
Independence Day celebrations are set to extend far beyond this holiday weekend. A year-long lead-up to America's 250th next year is about to kick off. Planned events include fairs highlighting every state and American innovation, with a national fair scheduled for next year in D.C. and maybe even a UFC fight on the White House grounds.
We're going to have a UFC fight, championship fight, full fight, like 25,000 people. And we're going to do that as part of 250 also.
The push for united patriotism might end up being the tougher fight, with polling showing national pride at record lows and heavily split on party lines. A new Gallup poll has only 36% of Democrats extremely or very proud to be an American, compared to 92% of Republicans. But it's also political independents who are polling at record lows. The 53% who are extremely or very proud is down 7 points from last year. 24 years ago, national pride numbers hovered around 90% for both parties. But in the decades that followed, partisan splits on patriotism have become as American as apple pie. Reporting in Washington, I'm Matt Galka.
And now that President Trump's big tax bill has passed and signed into law, analysts start looking at what its major Medicaid cuts could do to rural hospitals. According to the Cecil G. Shep Center for Health Services Research at the University of North Carolina, which tracks hospital closures, more than 300 hospitals are now at risk of closing up, they say. It cuts almost $1 trillion from Medicaid over a decade. Some Republicans say they are making the program better. Democrats argue otherwise.
Our Medicaid system in the state of Wisconsin just got shored up in perpetuity, and I'm super proud of that. I'm so stoked about it.
This is a bill that is going to cause tremendous pain, and it is incredibly unpopular with the public.
Many of the cuts won't materialize until after 2026. Analysts say the $50 billion emergency fund in the bill is simply not enough. The president of Pennsylvania's largest healthcare union issuing today this statement on the bill's passage, saying, quote, "The law will increase healthcare costs, reduce services, and threaten nursing homes, home care programs, clinics, and hospitals across our Commonwealth. Federal support for Penny, which many families depend on for their coverage, will be gutted, and premiums for people with private insurance will go up. At a time when our population is older and sicker than ever before, we need affordable health care for all, not red tape that makes it harder for working people to access care." If you are kicking off the holiday weekend with a cookout, Democrats on the Joint Economic Committee say to be prepared to shell out some money. According to an analysis by that committee, cookout costs have jumped at a 12.7% annualized rate after President Trump announced his across-the-board tariffs. Miller Lite six-packs up more than 13% at Walmart. Imported beer prices also rose, with Modelo up 9.5%. Cookout staples like aluminum foil, grilling tools, and sunscreen saw hikes between 6 and 18%.